Greetings, YouTube. Another day, another trash or cash offer on this Wednesday, and a happy Wednesday to you. Thanks for tuning into this video. You know, I talk time and time again about ratios when it comes to units and 5-star hero crystal shards, and we have actually seen the ratios get better in the last several months, but of course there is always a chance for the ratio to go back to the Stone Ages of 2016 or even 2017. Now, what do I mean by the ratio? That's a fancy way of saying if I spend 1 unit, I expect to get, say, 2 5-star hero crystal shards for every unit that I spend. So a simple way to say this is 1,000 units, I should expect in a deal to get 2,000 5-star hero crystal shards. Or if I spend 2,000 units, I should expect to get 4,000. So you just double the shards for the units asked. So in this case, you see this advanced 5-star shard cash, which is interesting that the first offer is already the advanced one. Normally it's like the intro offer and the second one is the advanced. But in this case, and at least to Kabam's credit, their interns were not on donut runs at noon Central Standard Time. They actually put out the offer message right with the offer, as they should every time. But you can see that you get 2,000 5-star hero crystal shards, which again is just a 1-to-1 ratio. That is something that I thought the game was done with for sure. And then you do get an additional 4-star, which a lot of times, if you're like me and you have quite a few maxed out 4-star champions, that might equal a max Sig Crystal, which will probably get you an additional 275 5-star shards. So really, best case scenario in terms of shards, just including the 4-star and the 5-star, you'll get about 2,550. Then you have this ultimate crystal, which is the ultimate disappointment for most people because you get 80% chance at a 3-star and only 20% chance at a 4-star. And then what's interesting about this is that it does include 10 premiums. Now, I will say this. I wish instead of the 10 premiums, it included even like 3,600 Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst fragments. Keep in mind that we have seen these 5-star shard offers from time to time that are 5-star shard offers in terms of marketing, but really they're Tier 2 Alpha offers disguised as 5-star hero crystal shard offers. And those are normally the ones that personally I use my units on because you really want the guaranteed T2 Alpha shards. Those are still so hard to get and so important for every member of the community. Even if you don't have any 5-stars right now, you want to save up as many Tier 2 Alphas as possible. So regardless, to be fair, 10 premiums, of course, is 1,000 units worth of premium disappointment crystals. And technically, 2,000 units is somewhere between the Allfather Odin's Vault and the Black Panther's Treasure. So let's just say, theoretically, it's about $75 worth of units. Now, of course, I generally only talk about free-to-play players with these kind of offers with the best value because, in theory, if you are unlike me lately and the Arena Crystal Gods have been kind to you, you can get quite a few units, though I feel like those drop rates have gone down. So, anyhow, 1,000 units worth of premiums, I'm going to say maybe at best another 1,000 units worth of 5-stars, so that's 2,000. So you're basically getting retail value for the 5-star shards and the premiums, and then it's like a free bonus 4-star crystal and most likely a 3-star. That is not worth 2,000 units. That is at best a D+ value given some keyword non, July 4th offers we've seen that have given us much better ratios. But if you plunge into the abyss and spend your 2,000 units, you will be greeted with a second tier of the offer, and that tier is called the Ultimate 5-star Shard Cash, which changes the ratio slightly. You get 4,000 units, which is over $100. At this point, you're putting in, you might as well just say it, $200 worth of units. So if, and I want to say this time and time again, if you don't already have the units like myself saved up, this is a terrible deal. Keep in mind that $100 worth of cash, which is if you're spending cash on the units, you do not want to do that at all. $100 worth of cash got you the equivalent of a 5-star featured crystal just a few weeks ago, which normally cost you 15,000 shards. So $100 for 15,000 shards, or $200 for 7,000 5-star hero crystal shards. That is a joke of a value. Twice as much price for half the value. Now, to be fair, you also get 2 more 4 stars with the 4,000 units, 5 ultimate crystals, which again are the same crystals in the advanced, only you'll hopefully get at least one. On average, you should get 1 4-star out of those. So 1 4-star and 4 3-stars, and then 1 legendary crystal, which is the 4 to 5-star version of the ultimate crystal, meaning you have a 20% chance to pull a legendary 5-star and an 80% chance to pull a legendary 3-star. But, you can get that in the uncollected already for 4,250 units. In fact, if you compare the ultimate 5-star shard cash to the regular uncollected monthly offer, you will see that the uncollected monthly offer, which is about 4,250 units, I believe, is still a crazy better deal, and you can trigger that at any point. You just know that as soon as you do your first run of uncollected, assuming you are uncollected, of course, you will have that offer, and then within the first 30 minutes, you'll get to take advantage of that discount, which will knock it from 5,000 units to 4,250. So if you are tempted to get some 5-star shards and you have not done at least one path yet of uncollected and you're over level 50, and uncollected meaning you've beaten at least one path of Act 5 Chapter 2, including the collector once, I would highly recommend that you just wait and you get a much better value on your own pace when you've saved up the units and you go for that. But otherwise, this is just a very average, at best, offer that's trying to take advantage of people who are close to opening up their next 5-star hero and don't want to wait and have patience, because we know that patience in this game is what wins out. But so many people, it's like walking into a casino and saying, hey, don't spend any money. People just aren't going to have patience when you have the ability to sit down on a slot machine and pull that handle. So this is the Marvel Casino, as I always like to call it. I think the first offer is a generous D+, and the second offer, especially compared to the uncollected offer, is a D-. I think both of these are pretty much straight trash, and you should avoid them. But I do understand that quite a few people will say, Prof, I don't care that it's trash. I need another 5-star, so I'm going to buy them anyway. Just make sure if you buy them, you've already got the units saved up, because if you have to spend cash on these, they're a total F value. These are a D+ to D value for free-to-play players. Somebody who's going to have to actually spend cash to get units, it's a straight F. So I hope that helps. These are mostly trash, and otherwise enjoy your Wednesday and have a fantastic day. Overall, best of luck if you're opening up crystals. I hope you don't get trash.